I had to go airborne and I'll die for my team. Whatever they need me to do, they need me to take, shots in the front and the back, whatever it is, I'm going to die for my team out there, and I know they're going to do the same for me. That's what makes us so close, and that's what makes this national championship so special.
Miami turned him down, so he won a national championship on their home floor. Let me tell you something right now. This is why you never let rejection break you. Because some of y'all think no means it's over, but God sometimes let them reject you so you could come back and shock the world. And that's exactly what Fernando Mendoza did. The University of Miami declined his walk-on offer as a 2-star recruit. Let that sink in. The University of Miami looked at him. They had a chance and they basically said, nah, like he wasn't even good enough to be a walk-on. And the crazy part, he wanted Miami bad. He went to all their football camps. He showed up, he put in work, he did everything right. And they still never called back. They left him on red in real life. They left Fernando Mendoza on red in real life. And that's the part that hurt. Not even a we good, just silence, just disrespect. But here's what separates the winners from the people that stay bitter. He didn't turn that pain into excuses. He turned that pain into fuel. He turned that no into a promise. He said, all right, bet. If you don't want me, I'm gonna make sure you remember me. And that's exactly what he did. But let's fast forward. He's not just a player, he a world champion. And he didn't do it in a small way. He won the loudest way possible, right in front of all Miami fans, all in front of his family members, in front of his little brother that played on the same team as the backup quarterback. He won the national championship on the University of Miami's home floor. Now, do you understand how crazy that is? That ain't just a win. That's a statement. That's God's pen. Because only God could take rejection and turn it into a championship on the same people flow that declined you. That's divine revenge. And what makes this even crazier is he not even one of them dudes that brag for no reason. He's spiritually inclined. He one of them God did this type of people. Because Mendoza moved like God guiding him himself. He moved like somebody who been praying in silence. And that's why the moment hit different, because it wasn't just about proving Miami wrong. It was about proving God right. That when God got a plan, nobody could block it. Nobody could cancel it. See, Miami thought they were rejecting him, but really they were just delaying the revelation. It's called delayed gratification. They thought they closed the door, but God built them a whole new house right in front of their mouth. And that's why this story is so powerful to me, man, because it teach you one thing. Your rating don't mean nothing. Your stars don't mean nothing. They could call you a 2-star, but God could make you a 5-star destiny. They could underestimate you, but they can't underestimate God. And this is what you call a point proven, but not with words, with work, with a trophy in your hand, with confetti falling down, with Miami having to watch you celebrate in their own building. And that's the type of win that make your enemies quiet. And that make them doubters believe. And that make them people say, damn, we messed up and it's too late. So if you're watching this right now and you feel like you've been rejected in life, man, listen closely. Stop crying over who didn't choose you, who did you wrong, because rejection is often God's protection. Because see, God ain't let you go where you wanted to go, because he had something bigger in store waiting for you. And all you had to do was walk through the right door. And sometimes God let them people play in your face. He let them people play you so you could come back and make them pay attention. And Fernando Mendoza is living proof. Because see, Miami turned him down right after high school, but God turned him up right on the biggest stage on their home floor in the biggest moment of his life. And he ain't just win, he won a national championship on their home floor in their city, and he the Heisman Trophy winner in their face. He went from a 2-star recruit to a Heisman Trophy winner, and now he finna get picked in the first round of the draft. The first top 10 picks gonna be Fernando Mendoza. You could bet that. And see, that's why this story ain't just sports. This spiritual, this destiny. I want you to send this to somebody that feel like they've been left out, looked over, blackballed, doubted. I want you to send this to your kids. I want you to send this to your little nephews, somebody that's playing football right now, looking for an opportunity, and they looking over them. They feel like they too small. I want you to let them know Fernando Mendoza is living proof. Tom Brady, the 199th pick, living proof. Even Shedeur Sanders, look how they play him, and look what he doing in the National Football League right now. Living proof, man. God rejection ain't nothing but a redirection to a bigger blessing. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like button, and make sure you comment below. This Nino Brown Sports.
I want every kid out there who feels overlooked to know I was you. I was in your shoes.
This guy went to Manny Diaz football camp wanting to be a Hurricane. Miami said no. So what did the kid do? Kid goes on a journey.
You're heading home to play in a national championship. You grew up just down the street from Miami's campus.
The truth is, you don't need the most stars, hype, or rankings. You just need discipline, heart, and people who believe in you. And you need to believe in your own abilities.
Mendoza diving toward the end zone.
I hope this moment shows you that chasing your dreams are worth it, no matter how big or impossible they seem.
That's why he won the Heisman Trophy.
Someone on social media noted that your dad doesn't stand up during the games, that he stays sitting with your mom. Is that a conscious effort by him?
Yeah, it's for sure a conscious effort, and I can get a little emotional right now, but it means a lot to him, you know, and him always sticking by my mom's side. My mom has taught me so much, and my father's taught me so much about love as well. Everyone has their why. My mom is my why.
Mommy, this is your trophy as much as it is mine. You've always been my biggest fan. You're my light. You're my why. You're my biggest supporter. Together, you and I are rewriting what people think is possible. I love you.
He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal, diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's why he won the Heisman Trophy.
It's so special because I know how bad we wanted and how hard we worked to get here. So yes, that love means so much.
Fernando Mendoza is probably the best example of what it's like to have high-functioning autism. He's perfectly literate and beyond capable of communicating with other people. But if you pay any real attention at all, you'll notice that something is just ever so slightly off about the way that he talks.
That's one thing about our team. We're always going to put all on the line. And, you know, I want to give all the glory and thanks to God there. My offensive lineman blocked perfectly, and we're able to execute the team towards a common goal, have the Indiana Hoosier synergy to score, and then give our team a chance to win the game.
The best way I can describe how he talks is that he's doing his best impression of what he thinks somebody would sound like in that moment. For some reason, a lot of people think that autism means you're like mentally handicapped or can't speak or do whatever. And in severe cases, yeah, but for the most part, most of them are like fairly normal people. And it's called autism spectrum disorder for a reason because it kind of varies. On one end, you got people like Fernando who are functioning just fine, but there's something that's a little bit off. And on the other end, you have people who have to be, cared for.